also the proud daughter of a retired teacher and a retired union leader who 40 years ago brought my family into the middle class by working with his coworkers and fighting for collective bargaining. And that's why we're here, brothers and sisters. I am now going to turn it over to my president of the Philadelphia AFL-CIO, one of the best labor leaders in this great country of ours, Pat Eiding.
Yeah! Pedro Rodriguez for Penn Action. Pedro. Pedro.
Right here.
Brothers and sisters, fellow Philadelphians, this struggle that ignited in Wisconsin is not exclusively about unionized workers. It is not a fight exclusively about working people. Make no mistakes. Make no mistakes about how they feel about us. Make no mistake about the disdain for the work, for the courage, for the dedication of the people who go up every day in and out to labor for 8 hours or more. They don't respect that. They don't care about that. They don't care about our well-being. Our answer as a united people, unionized workers, non-union workers, community residents, people from North Philadelphia, from Kensington and South Philadelphia, across this country, the response is that we will retake our place in history in this society, and we will fight back.
Next speaker is Pat Gillespie, head of the Philadelphia Building Trades.
What they're trying to say is, look, we're not mad at you. It's not the building trades unions we're concerned about. It's not the auto workers we're concerned about. It's just those damn public employees. And I have to say to myself, you know, I'm not going to call a fellow building trades guy when my house is on fire. I need a good, well-paid fireman. I'm not going to call a building trades guy or an auto worker guy when I need my street cleaned up, where I need some of the other city services that our people and our members provide us. All right? There's dignity and nobility in all of work. And what we require as unions, we require people to respect the sanctity of our collective bargaining. And that's what it is. And no one can touch it. Without a fight. Thank you very much.
Pat, the next speaker, Congressman Bob Brady.
Looking good out there, looking good out there. Wish I could take you to Washington with me. I could use some help out there. But let me tell you where they're miscalculating. These tea-toting and tea-baggers. They're miscalculating what they're doing. They put all labor together. Out in Wisconsin, they are united as can be. I talked to them out there. AFL-CIO, the building trades, the Teamsters, the steam fitters, all you guys and gals, the teachers, fire, everybody. They put them all together. And that's what we need. Because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to take away the working class and those that want to be working. They're trying to make the middle class a no class. And we're not going to let that happen. We're not going to let that happen here. We're not going to let that happen out there. We ought to bust us all out there, Pat. Bring us out to let them show what a Philadelphia rally is about. Show them what they can do out there. Let me tell you what problem I got. Let me tell you what problem I got. I'm down there in Washington fighting the battle every single day. And you know what you never saw? You never saw somebody like me. I got 100% labor record. 100%. Totally proud of it. And we got to get our other people up there. We got to start supporting everybody until your leadership score everything. Don't stop scoring stuff. Make sure you score every vote that comes down there. And let's get our people that are down low, get them up there, and let them know what labor's about. This Wisconsin is going to turn this country around. You keep doing what you're doing out there. I'm proud to be down there. I'm proud to be supporting every one of you guys. Thank you when you do this. Really give them a good hell of a shot and really show the people how much we care about them. God bless you all. God bless you.
Our next speaker is Bill Gault, head of the Philadelphia Firefighters.
When did it become wrong to earn a decent wage? When did it become wrong for you to take care of your family? When did it become wrong to have decent medical benefits? We did not create this mess. Asshole bankers create this mess. And now we have politicians who lied to us and now want to balance it on our backs. When did it become right to kill the middle class? We all have the same dream. We all just want a roof over our head and be able to take care of our family. You know the reason you have an 8-hour day? The unions! You know the reason that you have a weekend off? The unions! You know you don't make 86 cents an hour and have half your fingers missing? The unions! This shit has to stop!
So, Pat Gillespie, Billy Galt, it's only right that we bring up our good friend of all working people, Reverend Shine.
Good morning and good afternoon and farewell. Farewell to Mr. Walker, Governor of Wisconsin. We're going to take our message there. He will hear the voice of Philadelphia workers. He's going to hear the voice of those who are walking against Walker. He's going to hear that there are men and women here in Philadelphia who stand for unionism. When the young lady said for a moment ago, she called out all of the unions represented. She missed one. That is the FAITH community. And that's what we here represent. We represent the faith community. We stand in solidarity with every labor movement across the nation. Every local in Philadelphia. We stand prayerfully, we stand unitedly, we stand steadfastly, we stand together. All of us, let our voices be heard in Wisconsin. Let us save jobs for the people. On their backs, their brawn, and their brains have built this country. Stand together, America. Union for America. America for union.
Is the president of DC 47, Kathy Scott.
Thank you, Pat. Good morning, brothers and sisters. It is so wonderful to see you out here to support the union movement, not just public employees, which we know are under attack, but this is an attack on labor as a whole. And that's something we have to fight back against. Wisconsin was the birthplace of AFSCME. It is unbelievable that they are trying to take on public sector unions in the birthplace of our union. And we are going to fight back as hard and as much as it takes. This is a movement across the country. Probably some of you have heard what's on YouTube with the conversation that Governor Walker had where he didn't know that he was being recorded. He is showing himself for exactly what he is. He's a union buster. This has nothing to do with balancing budgets. It has everything to do with shifting power from working people and the poor to corporations. They opened the door with Citizens United, where corporations can now buy elections. Now we're seeing the results of it. So brothers and sisters, we all have to stand together. It's about who pays and who doesn't. And we know now corporations don't pay and we pay, the working class. That has to be changed. So thank you for coming out. We, AFSCME, and the other public unions are prepared to fight, and we will be there as long as it takes.
UFCW Executive Board Member John Morrison.
Today, Philadelphia is Madison,
And we're all Badgers from Wisconsin. That's why so many of us are wearing red to show our solidarity with the members, the working families of Wisconsin. This attack is coming from our neighbors. This attack is coming from people who 12 years ago, before government deregulation, had jobs, they had benefits, and they had pensions. This was 12 years ago, before the irresponsible tax cuts to the rich, and the deregulations of the financial industry, and the deregulations of the utilities, and the deregulations of the airlines. That was when everybody, we had jobs, we had benefits, we had pensions. Am I right? Yeah! So what we're doing in Madison, Wisconsin, and what we're doing here is we are saying enough. We have given enough. We don't mind giving to our neighbors, but we don't want to give to the Bank of America. We don't want to give to United Airlines. We don't want to turn over energy generation to the Koch brothers, and, the right-wing Democrats, and we don't want to give away our publicly owned wine and spirit shops to big alcohol and big retail like Walmart, Rite Aid, and all the big retail chains. Enough! It's enough! It's ours! We're going to keep it. So we have to tell our neighbors. And we have to tell people on talk radio as much as they're going to listen. We're going to say, you're asking the wrong question. The question is not, why do I have a pension and benefits and a good job? The question is, why don't you have a good job with a pension and benefits? That's the question. And that question has to go from Philadelphia to Madison to Harrisburg to Washington, D.C. And here's the answer. If you want a pension, get a union. We are one! 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 I don't think they hear you in Wisconsin. What'd you say? We are one! Our next one speaker, Pete Matthews, president of DC 33.
Thank you, sisters and brothers. I like that chant, we are one. But we're out here, and everybody has to understand, this is not just about public sector workers. Because what happens in Wisconsin, next is going to be the private sector unions, and next is going to be all the workers all over the country. Wall Street caused this problem. They want to start a war, a class war against all workers. Private union against public sector and all the workers. This is what the rich and big business want to do. Did you hear the phone call the other day with the governor? Did you hear the phone call what he said? He said, destroy the bastard. That's exactly what the Republican Party wants to do. We have to stop it. Your chant, we are one, you're exactly right. We are one.